Kids First. And today I have the pleasure of speaking with 3 times New York Times best-selling author, celebrity chef, and mom, Devin Alexander. Miss Alexander has appeared on the Today Show, Good Morning America, The Biggest Loser, and Access Hollywood. Today we're here to talk with her about her newly released book, The Land of the Superpower Vegetables. Thank you so much for talking with me.
No problem. I'm excited to be here.
Okay, so my first question is, Miss Alexander, you've gained respect in the fitness wellness community for your invaluable contribution to healthy eating and lifestyle. How was authoring this children's book different from your other project?
Well, the rest of my books, I should say, have all been cookbooks. So this is a super duper passion project in which I get to talk directly to the kids and make sure that people understand why it is we're eating vegetables. When you can empower kids to understand that eating vegetables makes you strong and fit and fast and all these other things, they're more likely to buy in instead of just being like, eat your vegetables. And I think most people have read a children's book, Getting Kids to Eat Vegetables, but they all start with or almost all of them that I've seen have started with a child having to eat vegetables. They don't want to eat vegetables. They're not going to like the taste. And then we bring them around to being like, oh, they're not bad. I actually do like this. So like everything in life, I like to take a positive spin from the start. Like, this is what vegetables do for you. Look what you get to eat.
So my next question is, I love how you personify the vegetables in the book. Where did you get that brilliant idea from?
I've worked and helped a ton of moms and their kids, like coaching to get the kids more open to eating vegetables. And I have a lot of unconventional things that I do, like playing fun games with like celery Brussels golf that I joke is called CBG, literally using celery sticks as golf clubs and Brussels sprouts as golf balls to get kids holding vegetables. And I just did this a couple of weeks ago with a 2-year-old, put it on my Instagram because the 2-year-old who hadn't had celery before started eating her golf club. And so the same thing with the, kids and vegetables. Like, I saw that when kids understood why they wanted to eat them, again, their minds were so much more open as opposed to you have to. And I also take a much more fun approach than I think so many people do, with the belief, like, I don't like every vegetable, if I'm being honest, but I don't ever introduce a vegetable to my daughter with the lens that I don't like it. Like, there's vegetables that she likes that I don't. I'm obsessed with tomatoes. She doesn't like those. So it's helping parents understand that we have to be excited about things. We have to show by example. And if we're excited, the kids might be excited.
You dedicated this book to your daughter. How did she inspire the book? And was she involved creatively?
Yes, she was adopted from foster care, and she knows that she's the biggest gift of my entire life. And she has grown up, when she was a baby, being a solo mom. I didn't want to put her in front of the television when I was making dinner. So I literally would talk to her as if I was on a cooking show every night, even when she was like too young to truly understand. And then when I go grocery shopping, I would be like, this is a jalapeno. This is too hot for you. And I'm like, oh, those are the baked goods. We make them all ourselves. And so I would narrate all of that, which is not only great for kids' speech, but it also kept her entertained and has now turned her into a little master chef. And when people saw these games that I was playing with her, even people in my home, and like, we get boxes of produce every Wednesday from Melissa's Produce, and people in our house would be like, oh my God, it's like Christmas when produce comes to your house. So I had actually started this book many years before my daughter, but the way that it worked so well on her made me go, oh my God, I need to like actually do that book. And, I should also say to moms out there that she also gives me more time. Like, that's our bonding time in the kitchen. That's time that we do meal prep. She's actually pitting the cherries for her lunches. Last night, I took a video of her cutting. She wanted to cut the watermelon for her lunch today. Like, she's 5 and she helps me pack her lunch. It's pretty cool, and as I said, saves me time. We're doing it together. She's not sitting in front of the TV while I'm slaving in the kitchen,
Okay, so I love the illustrations in the book. Can you share what the process was like when you collaborated with the illustrator?
Yes. So Michelle Pedersen, who illustrated the book, has been just such an integral part of my life for so many years. She actually started on my team as an intern when she was a sophomore in college. And she's just like ridiculously talented. She's taken a ton of my headshots over the years. She's an amazing graphic designer in her own right, which is her real, like, is her true business these days. She does huge projects, but she had designed t-shirts for me and all sorts of other things. So I was just like, hey, want to do this book? And she showed me some sample illustrations and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. So that's sort of how it happened. She was already a part of my life. But as I said, she is one of the most freakishly talented humans I have ever met in my entire life. And I mean freakishly as a compliment, obviously.
What message do you hope young children, people, and families will take away from this book?
That even healthy food is fun, and that it really is switching a mindset that's going to have kids more open to eating vegetables. One of the biggest wins in this, in addition to, I don't know if you heard, yesterday we sold out on Amazon on day 2 on Amazon. It wasn't even on Amazon for 24 hours, like having actually been released, and we were a #1 new release. So that's just amazing to hear that people are open to it. But the other thing is, so at the launch party, we did a whole carnival of just vegetables. There were absolutely no dessert there, none. And the kids had an absolute blast. And there were 3, 4, and 5-year-olds who ate vegetables for the first time. I couldn't believe how many kids had never even tried a carrot. And we did everything from this, like I did a bin that I called Digging for Dinos in Trees, filled a giant tub with broccoli, and then had kids dig for dinos for prizes. And so even that sensory of getting in with the broccoli, like, made kids more open to the fun of vegetables.
Thank you for talking with me, Miss Alexander. The Land of Superpower Vegetables is available for purchase now, wherever books are sold online. I'm Hanadie, reporting for Kids First. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel to see more of my interviews or those of my teammates.